Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Caterpillar channel, and today we're going to be doing a different kind of video. We're going to be doing a video on how to replace brushes on your Makita power tools. Now there's a different range of power tools that need brushes, and newer technology, there's brushless tools, which means there's no brushes that need to be replaced. Now with brushless tools, once the motor or something with electronics goes bad, you might as well just buy a new tool, just like this. This is from a Milwaukee Fuel Sawzall, brushless motor. It's pretty complex compared to a brush motor. Here's what a brush motor looks like. The armature. There's a commutator which the brushes rub on. Output shaft. This was to a 14.4 volt Mikata impact driver. And when with your tool, you need to make sure it's the brushes and not the whole motor or the armature. It's the armature. The armature, it'll be like this. Here's an example of a really burnt out one. It'll focus, it's all burnt out, windings. This is actually melted, you can't even turn it. Fan's melted. This one beginning to burn out. It'll focus. Fan starting to disconnect from the armature. Now, this is a XFD01, just a drill driver, nothing too fancy, but brushes to access this. Since the motor is facing this way, would be right here. Back of it, there's two screws. Loosen them. So you'd loosen the screws, take the screws off, back cover comes off, shows you inside of it, and make sure you always disconnect the battery. You don't want to run the tool without the cover on, because this supports the back of the armature, supports the back bearing. So as you can see, here's the brush holder with the two brushes, the commutator. So to replace them, this one doesn't need to be replaced, they're almost brand new. But to replace them, you would get kind of like a pick tool. It's kind of a pick tool. And there's a little spring here. There's kind of a spring here. You just want to kind of pick up with your pick and move it over. There's a little slot to hold it, and then you would take this out, unclip it. It clips on the sides. Do that unclipped, and you just pull it out slowly. As you can see, this is still a good brush. Still has a bunch of life left in it. See, it's a CB440. Usually if you just look up your model number, this will focus. Anyway, worn out brushes would be almost to the wire. This will focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. Anyway, it would be almost to the wire. So just buy your new brushes. These are the CB440s. So you get a new pack of CB440s. I recommend e-replacement parts. Just buy these, probably like $5. Not too much, depending on the tool though. These are basically brand new brushes. Then you just redo the installation, the process of how you took it apart and reinstall it. So to put it back in, the spring is still on the outside. The spring is still on the outside on the brush holder. You put the brush in, make sure the wire faces this way on this particular item, and you just push it down in there carefully. And then the guy. There we go. Just push it down in. Make sure it's making contact. There we go. Now see what I did here wrong. Just to show you guys, that's touching that. See, that's higher up. You want to always make sure that's pushed up higher. It won't. It'll rub on the commutator and cause damage, unneeded damage. So just make sure it's always up higher. See, now it's okay. So now you just put the spring back on. Make sure there's tension on it and make sure it's making contact. You can see they're both making contact. And then you just simply put the back cover on and then put your 2 screws back in. And that's good to go. Now, at first, when you first put brushes in any tool, whether it be a drill, Makita drill, or a Makita saw, or Milwaukee saw, or DeWalt saw, doesn't matter the brand. Usually, it's kind of louder and more sparks, but as it gradually wears in, it won't be like that. It just takes it a minute to wear in. So also, if it's this is the back cover, but also, say this drill I needed to replace it. This is basically brand new. But say if I need to replace say I need to replace them on this. This is a complete sealed motor. Basically, it's a motor like, it's sealed. You can't get in it with this with these motors right here. This is basically just an armature and the magnetic field and the armature. That's it. You can just replace the armature. This rarely goes bad, just falling apart, or chunks can be missing out of here. Usually that's not the case. It's usually always the armature that's burnt out. See, it's a sealed motor like this little one. Can't get in it, so you just replace the whole motor. Or with other things, older drills, you replace them right here with caps. I'll just demonstrate that for you. Be careful, don't tighten them too tight. You can break these caps. Sometimes they're really brittle and break easily, and make sure you don't cross thread them. And with this, the brush is still in there, so you just kind of want to pry up on it. As you can see, there's that brush. And when you put it back in, there's 2 little slots, 2 tabs that stick out. Just push it down in, and then put the cap back on. Go in reverse for a minute just to make sure the threads are lined up, and then go forward and you tighten it. You don't want to do it too tight, just like that, and that's good to go. The drill works fine again. And also with corded tools, say this Makita 5-inch SJS angle grinder. They just have, you can see, I'll take them off just to show you guys. They also have brush caps on it. It varies from model to model and brand to brand. So here's these brushes. Then when you put it back in, you just blow it out kinda. There might be some debris in there, and then you just push it back in. Sometimes they're tricky depending on what it is. And with this, you just kind of want to, and then, you know, like I said before, go back a little bit and then go forward. Make sure you don't cross thread. And tighten it. Don't do it too tight, because you could break them. And then it's good to go again. So, if you guys have any questions about Pacific tools, or you know, diagnostics to see what's wrong with my tool, I'd be happy to help you. Just leave your comments below. Until I see you guys next time, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you.